Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up top.
The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
That's the way. That's exactly the way you show a crowd you've got no issues playing on the road. One snap in, you're celebrating a sack. While the tens of thousands in the building, well, they watch their guy pick himself up off the turf.
So after the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Walker on 1st down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Staying with Walker. They stuck with him and got the same results. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Darnold. And he won't escape this. The Texans take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his 3rd season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. CJ was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here's Chubb on 2nd down. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Shotgun now, first round. This connects with Higgins. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Stroud off of play action. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the rack and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Stroud off the play fake. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get the game's first points here in the second. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Seahawks, nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Return starts at the 3. He's got a lane up past the 30. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Ball at the 33 for first down. Now Darnold off the play action. A throw right side, finds Cup. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 41. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Speed on the coverage.
Throwing here, Darnold. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable in an incomplete.
Michael Dixon on the punt. And this is the second time he's been brought on to kick it. Ooh, snaps a little off, but he adjusts and sends it away.
The Texans take over.
The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
Begin the drive with Chubb. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Big gain downfield. And a big gain reaches midfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. And it's the Texans with first and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Stroud to throw on first down. Gets this one into the hands of Christian Kirk. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Christian Kirk touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Texans double their lead to 14.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Bronk. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 29. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Darnold now to throw. Searches from the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Cooper Kupp, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Horton the motion man. Throwing his Darnold on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. Michael Dixon will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line. The Texans going on offense now just before halftime. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, well, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They get 22 on that one. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
1st down, Houston.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, Stroud. He's going to keep it this time. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Final timeout called by the Texans. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Texans.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stroud. Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
From the 38. Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hanson. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hanson and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway.
Jason Myers.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here's the Houston offense. They've got it first to begin the third. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. A tight end in motion now. Second half's going to start with a run by Chubb. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They motion the slot man right. Chubb again on 2nd down. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
At the 44-yard line. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Houston.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Chubb. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Chubb. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. him. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Stroud. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jaden Higgins. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
It's no good. It had the leg, but his aim wide right. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Seahawk offense taking the field now. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. State pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Another try following the sack. He's going to tuck it and run. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 20.
Yeah, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
The Texans close it in, and they will get him. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Seahawks with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Walker now from the gun. He only can get his yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Running back sent in motion left. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Coverage holds up, but he just had to get rid of it. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. And off to Chubb to start the drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Here's Chubb up the middle. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First good on the ground. It's Woody Marks. Man, those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's out to just a yard.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Chubb gets this from the pistol. Oh, he trucked that defender. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun now, 1st round. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
And he sets them back to begin this drive. That kick goes out, and I'd call it about the 12-yard line. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks, 14 points back. 1st and 10, Darnold to the left and pulled in by Cup. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. That pass is caught by Horton. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout.
It's a gain of 8.
As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the 44-yard
I call this
line.
quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And again, it's Darnold. Got his man, it's Cup over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. The Texans only moments away from finalizing their win as they take a knee.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Texans come away with the road win.